Hi everyone, welcome to a Stamping to Share video. My name is Kate Kalthoff, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and today I'm going to show you how to create this card. It uses a stamp set called Blended Bloom, and this is the stamp set right here. It's one of the new ones in our 2014 through 15 annual catalog, and I am going to share with you how to create this. So the first thing I have is a piece of designer series paper from the Lullaby Designer Series paper pack, and I'm going to ink this stamp up with the StazOn ink, and then I'm just going to stamp it right in the center of this panel, and then I can just set this aside for a little bit. I want to cut this out, but I'm not going to bore you by cutting it out for you on camera. I actually have one already cut out and ready to go. So for the moment I'll set that aside. Let's talk a little bit about the card itself. I have a piece of crisp cantaloupe, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, and then I've gone ahead and scored it at 4 1/4. So there is a score line here already, so I've got that ready to go. For the inside panel, I'm going to take another piece of our Lullaby Designer Series paper. I've cut this at 1/2 by 4 inches, and I'm just going to glue this into my card. To reach over here and grab the glue. So just a little bit of glue on this, and I can set this inside my card. If I can grab it here. There we go. Now the inside of our card is complete. We're going to leave this blank. And for the outside of the card, we are going to start with a panel of baked brown sugar. This is cut at 3 7/16 by 3 15/16. Now if that all seems a little bit more complicated than you want it to be, you could make it a smidge larger, and a smidge larger would be 3 1/2 by 4 inches. So this is going to go right here. We're not going to set it on there just yet, but we're going to build it up from there. And this is another piece of Designer Series paper from the Lullaby Designer Series pack. I've cut it at 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. So we can go ahead and glue that now onto that piece of baked brown sugar paper. Let me remove my tag here. So this can just be glued on like this, and you can see that it doesn't take much glue, and this is ready to go. The next step is to take a piece of our cardstock vellum. This is 3 3/4 square, and it doesn't really matter the size so much as far as height goes, because you're going to be cutting this, or just tearing this into an angle. Actually, I think I'll tear from this side and bring it up. And you want something that looks like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit of glue on the back here, but just in this area right here. And then we're going to set that down. The reason is our flower will cover up this glue line, although the glue really does quite disappear into the Designer Series paper. The next thing we need, of course, is our flower. Now I did say I had a stamped flower here. Of course, it must have gotten away on me. Well, I've got a different one here. Here we go. Here's the stamped flower that I've already cut out, and I'm going to show you how I did the centerpiece. If you'll notice on the actual card, there's some really nice glimmer going on here. So let me show you how I did that. All I did was I took some two-way glue, and then I just added some dots to the center of this flower. And then taking our gold glitter, which is just beautiful, I just add a little bit of glimmer to that, shake it off, and then you have just a few little spare dots that just add a little bit of light and glimmer to this card. Now what we can do is just put glue on the back, and we are going to set this on our card. Whoops, it's getting away on me. There we go. Set this on our card just like this. And it's ready to be put onto the base of our card. And now we need some dimensionals. Now I do, if you noticed, I did get a little glue over here. I'm going to let that dry. I'm not going to touch it until it's completely dry. Then I can take my adhesive remover and just easily take that off. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this panel, and then we can put it on our card. You can see how quick and easy it is to put this card together. It goes very, very fast, which is nice when you need something quickly. So now we're just going to set this on the front panel of our card like this. And then the last step, of course I guess the last step in my case would be to use the adhesive remover and get that excess glue off. But the last step in your case, because you're going to do this perfect I'm sure, is to wrap about 21 inches of our gold baker's twine around your card front, and then just tie it in a knot like this. And then we'll clip that so that it's not such long strands. Let me get my ribbon scissors here. And our card is done. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. Of course, you can kind of work with the strings a little bit to get them just perfect. Just like this. Isn't that perfect? Perfect and beautiful. So now let's bring the other card back into the picture, and you can see them both together. Have a great day. Thanks so much for stopping by Stamping to Share. I truly appreciate you. Bye-bye.